Hello Taurus, Elsie here with a bonus read. How are you, my friends? Happy Wednesday, happy midweek to you. As I drop these cards, of course, these readings are timeless and you will find this reading when you need it. When I come and drop these bonus reads, I do not date or time them for you, Taurus. And they are what they are. They could be predictions, could be happening right now. Tell me in the comments if it resonates with you. I'd love to know. Thank you for the ways you've been loving on this channel. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's find out what's going on here. We have love. We have, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. That is unconditional love. We have grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. And we have courage. Courage says, I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. So it does feel like somebody here feels as though they have lost something or someone. We have love in the past, and then with grief showing up, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. And I feel like you're sort of focused on the good times, I want to say. That you're appreciating now what you had in the past. It feels like you're reminiscing almost. And that you're trying to find the inner strength to carry on forward, to carry on into the future here. Bottom of the deck, we have freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. You certainly do, my friend. Where are we going to go today? Let's go over here. Let's figure it out. Let's talk about you, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what is going on here for Taurus. Taurus, if you're interested in a private read, you know what to do, right? Below this video, please click on the word more. You'll find the link to Wizio. It's the only place where you can book me, and my readings there begin at $40. Let's talk about love. Tell me about Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We do have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Two of Pentacles, we have the Devil, and we have the Nine of Wands. Really, yeah, it is courage. It's courageous to be in the Nine of Wands energy. It feels like it's fear, though. Courage. I find the inner strength, right? Inner strength to face fear with confidence. Let's find out what's here. High Priestess. I feel like you need to find the courage, Taurus, to open that third eye and see things for what they truly are. And the thing is, you know, when we do sense the devil energy, when there is doubt, when there is fear, when we're going through something terrible, maybe there's toxicity here, or maybe there are addictions here as well. It feels like someone's really in a struggle to be courageous about something. It's like you're working on the love of self. Taurus, I feel like you've been working really hard to love yourself the most, because I feel like you're used to, Taurus, you're someone who gives away all of it, right? You're the one who's very charitable. You love to help people. You're always going to help someone in need. But I feel like you need to reserve some of that love for the self. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. And Taurus, that good is including you. You are the good in all things. So it feels like there is some sort of loss you're dealing with here, that you do have grief for an opportunity that's lost from the past. And it feels like that you're trying to stay in a very centered sort of energy regarding this grief, feeling as though if you stay grounded and stay balanced, that you can get through it. I think what you're appreciating about losing something is that thing probably gave you a lot of stability or balance, and now you're on your own. It feels like you're grieving the loss of something. Look, it could be the end of a relationship, the end of a marriage, right? But it also could be the end of a job. It feels like whatever it is, it's like now you have to handle it all on your own. And that's the tough part about it, is that you do have to handle it all on your own. Tell me about love. I feel like you need to give yourself the love that you would give others, Taurus. Tell me about love in the Eight of Pentacles, please. You commit to a practice of seeing the good in all things. There you are. You are there, Taurus. That is the King of Pentacles. That is Taurus energy, but also Virgo and Capricorn in this reading. So I do feel that you need to love yourself as much as you love everyone else around you. We have the Four of Swords. It feels like you're spending a lot of time alone, like maybe not really speaking to people about how you're feeling. Feels like you're invested in learning something about you. This person here is very, very much invested in learning something here. There's two pentacles, which are on this particular card as well. It's like you're trying to figure out how to stay in balance here. Interesting that there's five pentacles that are made, but there's three that are just an idea. So 5 pentacles means that possibly you have been living in a bit of lack as it pertains to love of the self. That you are planning, you can see this person is planning, very intricately planning to bring 3 new pentacles on board. So possibly partnership with the self, collaboration with you. It's like you keep your focus on everybody else, Taurus, but it's time for you to focus on you. I want to say that there is love that has broken your heart. I want to say that you're the person who just keeps getting their heart broken over and over again. And I feel like it's something that you just want to, I'm just looking at the way the swords are laid out here, that you keep getting hurt, 3 swords, that there's one here, and it feels like a question mark to me when it's on its side. It's always a challenge, right, to pick up the sword and say something. It feels like you really want to settle down. You want to settle down and you want to be able to dote and love on someone, give them stability, give them, be dependable for them. I think that's what you want as well. But I really do feel that before that can happen, Taurus, you need to love the self. Tell me more. With the King of Wands, and you're the only one that can take the inspired action to do that. I want to say that you're very focused on the past. Some of you, not all of you, please remember this is a general reading, right, Taurus? They're always general readings, and so maybe this part doesn't pertain to you, but if it does, it feels as though you are looking into the past. It's like a past love, maybe with a fire sign possibly, that you wanted to settle down, or maybe the fire sign just didn't want to settle down. It feels like you have decided to turn inward. I want to say that it's time for you to love the self, although you're still looking at past energies, the passionate past energies. You're still kind of entertaining those thoughts because we have the Four of Swords here. But it feels like this is what you're trying to heal from. You're trying to heal from remembering whatever went on in the past. Because as long as you're still stuck to the past or focused on it, you cannot be focused on moving forward. Tell me about this grief here. I think you're barely staying in balance here. And maybe it's not barely, maybe it's just that you're staying in balance by yourself. I feel like the message I'm supposed to tell you here is to stay in the present moment. Stop looking behind you, stop looking ahead of you. And I mean, we all have to prepare for something, right? Financially and all those things in our lives. But I mean, in terms of grief, if you are experiencing grief because of a loss of something, a job or an opportunity or a person or a relationship, I feel like you are being counseled here by Spirit to stay in balance, stay in the present moment. And so try not to let your mind wander off into the future or into the past. Keep yourself in balance here. It's like it's all up to you now. We've got the Three of Cups. Why do we have the Three of Cups? We have the Ten of Swords, so the happiness came to an end. It feels like the happiness or the celebration came to an end, and what you were left with was the Two Pentacles, trying to keep your balance through all of it. It feels like you may have lost a soul tribe or a group of people. Maybe you're not as social as you used to be. It does feel like it's probably because of betrayal. The grief comes from some sort of sadness, betrayal, being stabbed in the back by somebody. Maybe they were from your soul tribe, or a group of people that you hung out with if they weren't a soul tribe. I feel like, Taurus, that the Ten of Swords is telling me that there's something that came to a painful end, which is what is indicated in the card that here says grief. It feels like you now can appreciate being alone, holding it down, staying in balance. You can appreciate that now. Being by yourself is like an appreciation, because you'd rather be by yourself holding it all down than subject yourself to a group of people who are just going to stab you in the back when you're not looking. Ten of Pentacles. So we do have ends of cycles, right? So it feels like that there was a cycle, Taurus, that you have gone through. And I'm going to say it's going to be happy again. The abundance is here. Your Two Pentacles is going to grow from 10 Pentacles, but I feel the way that that happens is by you focusing on yourself, by you not being very social, by you just being by yourself, focused on you. We do have 8 and 2 is 10. 10 of Pentacles is here. This is something that you're going to overcome, the grief of whatever it is that has been left behind. And I think it is mostly that you're healing from some sort of a love grief here. This is understanding that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. But what I think you're appreciating the most here is you just carrying it on your own. You're like, I'd rather do that than get hurt, and I will grow my pentacles. I'll grow them from the 2 to the 10. And then when the 10 is done, I'll grab the ace and plant it again. I feel like the way you're getting through your grief is by putting your nose to the grindstone and working even harder. So we have courage, find inner strength to face fear with confidence. I think that the way that you're going to face all of this fear, because the devil is fear, it's fear of being hurt again, fear of having come through some sort of a traumatic background or something in the past, and it feels like something that brought you to your knees. Finding the inner strength to face fear. This is fear with confidence. I feel like something here brought you to your knees here, Taurus. Tell me more about courage. We have Capricorn energy here, by the way. We have Taurus and Virgo here as well. Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. We have the 10 of Cups. Look, it's going to get better. It is going to get better, and once you finally do wrangle this courage to be able to be facing fear with confidence, I feel like it equals to the ultimate happiness. Why? Because you built it alone. You built it on wisdom, Taurus. All the things that you've learned. I feel like you've found your light. You're finding the courage to spend time alone, to not be with people constantly all the time, around groups of people, partying, drinking, having fun, celebrating. You're trying to find the courage to go within and look at whatever it is that you need to repair from you in order to be happy. We have the 2 of Wands, and then you're going to go on your way. Look, I think you're surprising yourself. I want to say, I feel like you are surprising yourself that you can do this alone. And the Page of Cups, I think, is telling me that you feel like you're not qualified for the job, because the page is someone who's a child, right? I want to say that there's good news coming, that there's happy news coming, that I feel like you are going to get some sort of a message from somebody here, but somebody you have unfinished business with. It could be this thing from the past. It doesn't necessarily have to be, but it feels like it comes at a time when you're really being hard on yourself, or not able to sleep, or worrying about the future. I feel like what's going on here is that you are the wounded warrior. I think you've been hurt enough. And you're trying to find the courage to carry on, because that's really what the Nine of Wands, the wounded warrior, has in spades, is the ability to be resilient and courageous, to continue to move on even though you've collected all of this harsh energy. And I feel like the Two of Wands tells me that there is a day, this looks like the sun to me, like the sunshine. There is a day when the sun will be shining for you, that you'll have the world at your fingertips, and it will all be adventure. You will be able to gather your happiness here. I feel like you will be able to find the Ten of Cups, but I don't think it's with any particular person. I think it's within yourself, because you're going within with the Hermit energy. We have Virgo energy here. I feel like there is somebody who, though, is going to communicate with you. Somebody that you have unfinished business with here. Somebody who possibly is... These things are just all popping out. So we have somebody here who possibly is a very deep soul connection for you. Somebody who I feel wants to begin something new. Somebody who might be coming back round. It also is a very big decision that you're making about the Page of Pentacles, that when this does arrive to you, when this message that is coming out arrives, I feel like you've decided that you want to have no regrets. So you are going to speak to this person when they do arrive, whoever this is. We do have Gemini energy here. We have Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. I do believe that this good news is coming from this person that you have unfinished business with. It could be a person. It could be about a situation. But I feel like it's your decision to speak to this person, your decision as to whether you will invite in the Page of Pentacles. But I feel like there is a very deep connection here. This could be a new person, right? We do have the Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. So leaving this behind, it feels like this could be somebody brand new. But the world being in the reverse tells me unfinished business. So it is somebody that you know. Know of. Okay. I'm just going to leave it there. We do have you as having hope here. Hope that there will be transformation, or hoping that you can get out of this block, I feel. I feel like something is, or someone is arriving here. And I feel like that is coming really soon. It does feel like it's coming really soon, because it is swords, and for me swords are days, and so it could be within a couple of 3 days, 4 days here. It feels like somebody who's been watching you is about to communicate with you, Taurus, and I feel like you have hope that things are going to work out. We do have you feeling very vulnerable as this person approaches you here, feeling very vulnerable, because I feel like you still have feelings for somebody here. They're going to be sending you a message, and if it's somebody that you already know, it's someone that you feel deeply for. I feel like somebody's coming in to be very honest, because they don't want to have any regrets. They don't want to have any regrets with you. They don't want to leave any stone unturned. It feels like somebody is in the new year, Aquarius season, right? We have the King, who is Aquarius. And it feels like coming into Aquarius season that somebody here is about to make a really big decision about you, or you're about to make a really big decision about someone else. Take it as it resonates. Someone is coming in to make things clear with you, because they don't want to have any more regrets. And I think you know it. I think that you know, with the High Priestess, who I'm talking about. I think you have a feeling about who I'm talking about. I think you know in your gut who I'm talking about, Taurus. I'm going to leave it here. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you so much, Taurus. As always, I will be back, because I'm always back. Love y'all. Bye-bye.